Welcome back. We can finally go speak to Gav. I've been waiting for this because I want to see how he is these days. I imagine the loss of Sid has affected him greatly. So, how are you doing, Gav?
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Oh, same as ever.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Yeah, you could see that coming, couldn't you?
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
That would help.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Let's go smash a crystal! Hopefully this time it goes better than how it did last time. Because we can't lose another Sid. Right, so what's going on with Nectar? Otto's counter is now open. Okay. Right, so new facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports, yep, we know what they are. The Patron's Whisper and the Hunt Board. Okay, it looks like the Hunt Board icon is a cactuar. All 3 are located near Otto in the mess.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
New side quests have been locked. Oh no, it's oh, what are they called? They look a bit like onions with a body. They're not onion knights, but it's It's got a name and I can't remember what the name is. Someone remind me. It's a certain enemy type. Right, let's go have a look at this quest over here. The fruit of her labors. It's weird. I would have said fruit of her labors, but that's what it says. Let's have a look at the saddle, though. There it is. Lovely. Okay, where's the way out again? Down there. Maybe should see about a weapon, though. Could get upgraded. Just want to see how things are going.
So, what it be?
Nothing there, really. No. No. No, I think we're good with what we got. I wish there was a quicker way to get down here, though. Although, maybe after this side quest, we don't have a reason to come back down here, so... might not be any point.
It won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apples soon enough.
Martel.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure they'll be pleased.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honour of her memory.
I like it, I like it.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I do like how we're essentially getting follow-up quests. Feels very... Trails. These people we've interacted before with in the past, their stories have moved on. Maybe not necessarily in good ways, but they have moved on. I mean, the Chocobo one was a great example, really, of...
Did you come through the forge today?
Something following up on several different plot threads, really. Was something in the main story, and it was a side quest, wasn't it? That we did there. Is there any way to check, actually? Journal, let's have a look. Come on, yes, but let me look at the journal like I want to, thank you. So, is there a way to see my side quests? Completed quests, there we go. I don't know what the name of it would be. That was it, yeah. So, do we have to do that quest in the past in order for us to get the Chocobo in the future? Or was that just a little extra bit of dialogue? I don't mind if it's an extra bit of dialogue, because that still adds to the world building because of what you did. Right, let's give these guys some apples then.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel apples. A basket of Martel apples grown and picked by Cormac for sample by hideaway residents.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
No problem, mate. No problem.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Apples!
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Apples!
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you?
Yeah.
Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
I certainly will.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
No more apples. What's the best way of actually getting there? I could have gone that way. I feel that would have been longer than the way I'm going now, though.
You think it's alright to touch him?
It's fine, he won't bite. I do wonder if we're gonna somehow activate this airship or something and take it into the sky at some point. That does feel very Final Fantasy, but we'll see. We'll see.
The Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die?
Oof.
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Depends how you approach that. Because you won't get the same fruit if you plant the seeds. You need to do some grafting, probably. A basket of slightly stunted, somewhat sweet apples grown from the blighted earth, thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martel. May she rest in peace. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick. Martel.
It's not the ether.
It's the water, yes, we know. Okay, so what we want to do now is see about some of the new things that have opened up. Have a gander at them. Especially because one of them seemed to involve nectar. The Moogle, Kupo! And I do like my Moogles, Kupo. Kupo-pow. Kupo-pow.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Was there ever not? It's been that way for years. Alright, so let's have a gander at what's going on here. Goat.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
I do.
Anything catch your eye?
No, because there's nothing, mate.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Listen to the Patron's Whisper.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
The Patron's Whisper. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desert E at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Okay, so that's where we're using those. Okay. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Ability points.
You earned this.
I did. A meteorite from that. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again the blood axes.
Here you are.
Right, so now we need these two. Berserker ring.
Sorry, but you're not quite there yet.
But
All
I
in
need
good time,
it.
Eh? All done.
No. Right, what have you got for us, Nectar? Clive, there you are, Cooper. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Cooper. I know all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Cooper, I'm the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the greensward can measure up to Nectar the Bold, Cooper. I won't allow it. So I need you to slay them all, Cooper.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Cooper. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Cooper. I'll stay here then, and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Cooper, I'm your Moogle. Okay, so let's view the hunt board. See what we got. The hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. I mean, we already did one, so that's worked out for us. The Angel of Death. I think I'll do these in between the parts, because it is just going to be me going off and taking these out, isn't it? There's not going to be really any story. If there is, I'll make sure you're shown it. If there's not, just assume I've done all these, you know. Right, thank you, Kupo. So, let's journey to Hawk's Cry Cliff. See what's going on over there now. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosaria Castle and everything else in between. Right, let's go then. I wonder if I can use my chocobo here. It's that ominous music again. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Oh.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Alright, don't make it sound ominous.
Come on.
Get on my chocobo! Yes? Question mark? Bloodlines? Chocobo? Chocobo.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Yeah! We can use my chocobo, it's great. Just follow the road on my chocobo. Still want a chocobo theme. It would be so nice. No, not a battle theme. A chocobo theme. I mean, it would get rid of this dire music we've got in the background now. Very depressing, very moody. Something evil lurks in the fog kind of music. And it'll just be all joyful and you know, something along those lines. Yes, quite. I'm leaning into the fact my voice has gone slightly deeper for some reason for a second. There we go, I swallowed it. It's probably back to normal now. Ooh, interesting. There's the bridge over there.
Enough of you, are there?
Where am I going anyway? I'm just following the path on the chocobo. Just completely missing where I'm meant to be going. Like, I've come down there. Like, that's leading to places we've been to previously. I wanted there, I just completely went past it. Terrible. I was enjoying the chocobo too much. I was all Wait, did you just gain more speed on a chocobo then? Because I saw the rush animation you get when you actually start running. So hold on. Right, you had it then, that makes sense. But did you get it again? After a while? I don't know, that was strange. Right, so we're closer to where we should be now. Seems like a nice little quaint village. So what's gonna go wrong here? Whoa, girl.
Mockery of justice is what it is.
Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
Merchant.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Yeah. Nothing really too interesting there. We'll get a high potion though.
You won't be disappointed.
I know I won't.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
So who else do we need to speak to? Because it says 1 or 2, but I don't see another marker.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
I am very much feeling that, but okay.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Alright.
I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
He was very much, I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
It's just how are those answers come about. So, yeah, we can head down this way. I mean, I could have just headed down that way again, but we'll see. So I can chocobo here. That's fine. Alright, let's go.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Fallen under.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Us. That's what it'll be. It'll be us.
All right.
All right. Black shields. Ooh.
More of my mother's men.
We'll avoid them. Oh, that's that bridge we saw. Righto. Uh-oh. Blood.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Calm that anger.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. This one.
It really bothers him, that, doesn't it? I mean, understandable, but just it really just vents the anger with that aspect.
Get him. Too slow. Attack. Kill.
Go for it.
Get him. This one.
Oh, I was hoping that would be them finished off, but no.
This one.
Mortal blow. I thought they were meant to be shields. Ah well.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Uh-oh. Make for the Old Hill docks. So what awaits us inside now? Yep, jump on it. That's what I wanted to do. It seems quiet. Is that good or bad?
Find something, boy. Death.
Bad.
Found her.
Oh, for God's sake. Why?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Okay, I give Clive credit there.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
I will give Clive credit there, though. He is very restrained right now. Very, very restrained. Guess we'll get this chest. This is why I need the Chocobo theme. I'd like a moment of just nice, silly goofiness. Just a moment, just a little bit. Game, please. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Well, we'll end this part here. And in the next part, we'll head off towards Port Isolde, which is down there. And see what's happening there. Probably nothing good. Probably nothing good. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.